Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming with your host Octane. It's Legendary's 4th anniversary, and apparently we've got a lot to look forward to. We've got legendary deals, and we've got a anniversary store. So we're gonna have a look at all of these, and we're gonna see if there is anything to celebrate about for this upcoming event. The event this week is a Fire Commander, and we have got a Noble Killer deck. We're going to have a look at the Noble Killer deck as well. Please do have a look at your news link. There is a lot of information in your news link. Okay, so first and foremost, we're going to have a look at the anniversary store. And at first glance, the deals look like they're not really a deal. Okay, so I've been playing this game for 2 years. So as you can see, I've got a 2-year loyalty gift, and we're gonna have a look. So in this store, basically, you've got this. This is a 2-year-old relic from 2018's summer event, which is not really much use. So I would say not to get this. The Warden, not worth it. It's too expensive. Nothing in this store is actually worthwhile actually getting. Plus, you don't really get much for the amount of money that you're gonna spend. So this is not really a deal. This is not really anything to celebrate about. So this is a old card. It is from the Rainbow Gem deck, which we had 2 years ago. So this card is really old, and as I said many times before, the Rainbow Gem deck is not really a good deck anyway. So this card, I don't think is, apart from a collector item, it's not really that good. So I would say this card should have been much easier to obtain because it's just a collector's item. It's not really much use within the game at the moment. So that is what it is. So for me, unless the store gets better, it's not really something that I'm really interested in, because this is not about giving us the players something to actually feel good about the game. It's just something to get more money out of our pockets. So that's what I get. 2 vouchers, and these 2 vouchers can't really get much. Okay, so that's it for the legendary deals. Really, there are no deals at all. I thought it would have been much better. I thought at least would get something to celebrate about. People who have left the game for a long time do get a full deck. I'm not sure if they get a full deck. I know one person they haven't played for a month or 2, and they got a main card or event card, depends on what you call it, and that was all they got for logging on before the 11th. So the person was saying that it wasn't much point logging on, because getting a main card, which from their perspective isn't really good, wasn't worth it at all. So getting people back into the game, the legendary team has to be far more creative, far more generous than they really are. I think what they should be doing is focusing on actually keeping the players that are actually in the game at the moment, because a lot of us have been very loyal to this game, and I don't think we are being treated in a manner that we should be. I think this 4th anniversary, this event should be an event where we actually should feel excited to play the game, to play the event. I think they should have had something like when 2 years ago, I think it was a dark event where they got the vault, where you play, you collect a lot of stuff, and then you could go in the vault and get stuff from it. I wasn't playing at that time, but I saw it on a video. I think it was the Vikings video, and it looked really good. So I've got 73 coins, and I only need 11 more coins to actually craft the full deck. But I'm gonna go in the vault and see what I get. So this is your ultimate form, and your ultimate form will create 18 firepower gem 5 over 3 turns, so 6 for each turns, and it increases the damage dealt by fire commander cards by 100% for 3 turns as well. Looks very good. It's got 9 gem charge rate, 3 turn cooldown, which makes it very good for the wave fights, because you'll generate power gem 5s every single turn as long as you activate your battle skill. It's got 2 passive. The first passive, whenever you are attacked by an enemy, you'll create 1 extra firepower gem 5, so you'll create basically 7 firepower gem 5 every turn, because in a commander event you get hit every turn, so you'll create an additional 1 via the passive, 6 via your battle skill, so that's 7 firepower gem 5s. You also increase your HP by 20%. That's the second passive, which is lava shell. So all in all, this looks it's a nice ultimate form. It can be very useful going forward in commander events, fire commander events, not any other event. So if this had the ability to increase noble killers damage by 100%, it would be far more versatile. But however, it's just good for fire commander events, which actually lowers its value as a utility card. Really, I think it should have been all noble killer, not just fire commanders, so it would be far more valuable. So this is your master collection card, and your master collection card will create 5 firepower gem freeze. It also increase your fire commander damage by 65%, and the fire gems that it creates, it's over 3 turns as well. So I'm assuming it's over 3 turns, because it creates 5 firepower gem and increase all damage dealt by fire commander cards by 65% for 3 turns. So yeah, it does create 5 power gem freeze over 3 turns as well, and it increases your HP, which makes this card not as valuable as, say, the ultimate form, because the ultimate form is vastly more powerful than this card. But if you manage to get this card will be valuable when it comes to fire commander event. And as I said, it's not really as versatile as if it increased all noble killers damage. That would have made it more versatile. It would have made it more better. It would have made it more usable. It is usable in fire commander event, and that's it. It doesn't really transcend its affinity, and it doesn't really transcend its events, which is fire commander. So it's just stuck in fire commander events, which is really sad. Really, it could have been a far better card, could have been a far better deck if it had the ability to power all noble killer cards. Now this is the ultra rare, which creates 18 firepower gem 5s, just like your ultimate form, for 3 turns. Nice for the wave fights. Whenever you're hit, it creates 1 extra firepower gems, so it has the ability to create 7 firepower gem 5s over 3 turns, making this deck really good for the wave fights. So it's a deck geared towards commander event, and it looks like a really brilliant deck when it comes to the wave fights. So wave fights should be really, really enjoyable, because you can produce firepower gems on every turn, but you probably would want to stick an off affinity card in the mix to stop all your gems from crushing. And that is your master collection. And this master collection counters, it dispels traitor, and I think, your ultra rare and your ultimate form actually dispels flatline, which flatline is not really much of a problem unless you have a revive, which doesn't have a revive. This is your main card or your event card, and it will create 5 Firepower Gem 2s and will increase your HP by 10%. That's all it does, which doesn't really make it a brilliant event card. I think it's quite a weak main card if you ask me. It dispels traitor as well, and it increases the HP by 10%, so it doesn't really do much in the grand scheme of things, and it's not a brilliant a main card or event card for me personally. So that's it. Let's have a look at our support card, and the support card is Miriam, Fearless Friend. And this card is your average support card. It creates 10 fire gems. It cleanses 1 debuff. Cleansing 1 debuff is not too bad. If it cleansed all debuff, it would be a brilliant support card. It also passively creates 1 Firepower Gem 1 when you're hit by an enemy, which is not too bad in the grand scheme of things. So your average support card, it's okay for a support card. Doesn't really heal. The deck in and of itself doesn't really heal, but it's got HP boost. So if you've got the deck, or if you manage to get the deck, you'll probably want to stick a card in there that does a bit of heal passively, or with the battle skill. That would be quite nice, because you can run into, even though you boost the HP, some of the time you do run into problems when it comes in regards to your health. However, the deck does produce a lot. This one actually dispels Power Gem Silence. So Power Gem Silence, the guild bosses will have Power Gem Silence, so you would probably need to stick this card on your deck, or find an alternative card that will dispel Power Gem Silence. Okay, so that is your deck. Is it a brilliant deck? I would say for the event, for Fire Commander event, it's a very good deck. I like the fact that it produces Power Gems over 3 turns. It's got a 3-turn cooldown, so you will be producing quite a bit of Power Gems over 3 turns, making it very good, as I said, for the wave fights. So it's not bad, could be much better. Is it one to go for? This is the last event of the season, so if you've got the season kind like I do, you probably would think of crafting this deck or one of the decks from the previous event. The Earth Commander deck would be the one that I would go for. However, I have got the Earth Commander deck. I was fortunate to get the Master Collection card and the Ultra Rare on the 3rd tier of that event, so I've already got that deck. If I do manage to get 1 card from this event, I will be crafting the Ultra Rare for the Water Commander deck, because I did get the Master Collection card, but I didn't get the Ultra Rare, so I will craft the Ultra Rare for that one. I've got the Master Collection cover, the Dark deck as well, so if I'm fortunate enough to get both the Master Collection and the Ultra Rare in this draw, then I'll probably just craft both Ultra Rare for the Dark deck and for the Water deck, and that means I would have all the decks for this season. I don't really like the Dark deck, but because I wasn't really a fan of it, but it would be nice to have all 5 decks for this season. So that's your deck. It would have been nice if we got something in regards to the deck, but hey, it is what it is. We know the sort of company we're dealing with in the form of network. Not all the time they give us things that we can really celebrate about, but from time to time they do surprise us. I think it was no surprise this time that it was particularly about what you can pay for. But if you have got the cash to splash, then you can go ahead and, by all means, buy the deals. So here we go. So my first tier draw, and I have got the Master Collection card, which is really good. That's something to celebrate about. Woohoo! Master Collection card on the first tier. So that's really, really good. So at least I don't need to craft the Master Collection card with my coins. So I can at least use the extra 42 coins to craft the ultra rare for my water deck. So that's nice. Let's see what we get on the second tier of the vault. And on the second tier of the vault, I would really like for the 3 tiers that I'm actually drawing from. Okay, we've got another gold card, and it's the ultra rare. So I've got both the Master Collection card and the ultra rare on the first 2 tiers. Hopefully my luck continues into next season. This season hasn't been quite bad when it comes to luck. So that's the support card. So I've got well, not really the full deck, but have got the ultra rare and the Master Collection card, which gives me the ability to craft the ultimate form. And I will have enough coins to craft the 2 ultra rare that I mentioned earlier. So that is something nice. So Lady Luck has turned up for me. Let's see what we get on the third tier. Can we get enough to craft the ultimate relic? So that was a ultra rare from a previous Fire Commander event. That deck wasn't really a brilliant deck, and this is my guarantee relic. Okay, and that will beat for me when it comes to the vault. Would have been nice to get a main card. I probably would need to go up to tier 4. I haven't got the gems to go up to tier 4. Probably think about it later, going up to tier 4. However, as it stands, I'll just go up to tier 3. Really and truly don't need to go up to tier 4, because the only thing that's guaranteed on tier 4 is an additional relic and a main card, which I probably could get the main card from the event, the event collection. So I've got 82 coins, which is quite nice. At least I've got the ability to craft probably a extra Master Collection card or extra ultra rare. So the more Master Collection card you have on your deck, the more damage you'll deal, because you will stack your damage off your Master Collection card, because that's the one that gives you the 60% damage boost, not attack boost but damage boost, and damage boost is always really, really nice. So let's have a look in the on the historic decks, and my first choice of these decks would be the Earth deck. However, I haven't got the ultra rare for this deck. I will be crafting the ultra rare for this deck. I haven't got the ultra rare for the dark deck, so I could think about crafting the ultra rare for the dark deck as well, even though I'm not really a big fan of the dark Slayer deck. I could craft the ultra rare for that one as well. I'll think about it and decide what I'll do with my coins. However, definitely I'll be crafting the ultra rare for the water deck. All right, so let's so the Earth, if I had to craft just one of these deck, I would craft the Earth Commander deck. That would be my choice, really. I think it's quite a nice deck. The Fire deck does increase damage, but it only increases the damage of Fire Commander cards, which doesn't really make it very usable in regards to noble events overall. Doesn't have to be commander, but this one is just specifically for Fire Commander events. All right, so that's all the cards that I got from the vault. 2 support card, 1 ultra rare, and 1 Master Collection card. And we're gonna craft the ultimate form, and do I want to take a look at possible deck combinations today? What I'll do, I won't take a look at possible deck combinations today, or the possibility of what cards we could use, because there's quite a number of cards you really could use when it comes to the Fire Commander event. You could use a deck like this, for example. You can use Revenge Source, which is an older ultimate form. Noble Killer ultimate form does create a ultimate gem as well, so that's not a bad card to use. It does use something called, it's got the grail mechanics really. So if you do manage to get the ultra rare can create up to 20 firepower gem freeze, which is quite nice. That is a card that you could add to the mix. If you did manage to get the deck, there's an array of decks that you can use. There's the gurus, you could use the not Arcane, I think, is it Arcane? There's quite a number of decks that you can use out there. You can use the Circuit Breaker area deck. There is so much decks out there that you can use basically when it comes to the fire event, so you're not really spoiled for choice if you haven't got the deck. The deck is just nice because you do get the 15 times bonus on the ultimate form, the 13 times on both the Master Collection and the ultra rare, but there is decks out there that I believe can do vastly more damage than this deck. All right, so I'm not gonna go any further when it comes to this video. I'm gonna stop it there. But the deck is okay, it's not brilliant. Is it something that you should go deep for? No, I don't think so. I think you've got an array of cards out there that you can use. You can pair fire immortal killer cards with the golems, and you can deal massive damage. So we'll go into possible deck combination tomorrow, and for now all I'll say is like, subscribe, and leave a comment below if you got any questions or anything that you'd like to see me add to the video tomorrow in regards to possible deck combination. Just leave it in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Octane saying peace and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.